hope you are doing well. कैसे हो आप सब? Welcome to a new video. In the last video I told you we'll talk about my journey of how I started this business. So in this video we're going to cover my journey of how I started working on this business. Give you a few insights about how I got this idea and how I started the entire business, right? So as you must be aware, a lot of the office guys or corporate people, service class, when they have these office outings, mostly अभी सब लोग villas में जाते हैं, resorts में जाते हैं. So we had gone to this one villa in Igatpuri, I think roughly 3 odd years back, right? And this is the first time I actually visited a villa. So I was amazed at this concept in itself, because normally we used to go to resorts, hotels for office outings. We never gone to a villa, right? And we did a contribution which worked out very cheap for us, right, the trip. And I thought this actually is a brilliant idea. If you own a property like this, you can actually give it out on rent to these groups and make a lot of money. And it sounded very easy at that stage, right? So I thought, what if I own a property like this? It could be a great business, right? Just have a property, put it out on rent and start making money, right? So then I actually deep dived further, started to explore what kind of locations there should be for such properties and what would be the amount I would have to invest. And it was crazy the kind of money that is required to buy a villa in let's say a location like Igatpuri, Lonavala, Karjat, or any travel destination close to a metro city, right? It is bonkers, the price. So then I thought, this is just not going to happen. This is not the way to start this journey, right? So then I researched a lot. Apart from buying this property and putting it out on rent, is there any other way? Because imagine if you had to buy a property which is a 3-bedroom villa, 4-bedroom villa, it's going to cost you close to 2 crore. If it's a ready property, if it's just a land that you're buying, but eventually when the property gets completed, you would have spent around 2 crores. So there is no way I had that kind of money to invest for this kind of project, right? So then at some stage I thought, should I be taking a home loan, right, and start this up? Then I thought, I really don't know anything about this business. Is it worth taking lakhs and lakhs of home loan and then investing in this business? So I scrapped this idea and then I continued my research. I tried to think what are the other ways that I could do this business, right? So then I came across few videos which talked about service apartments in metro cities. I found these videos where people were talking about how you can lease out these apartments in, like, say, cities like metro cities like Mumbai, where a lot of office crowd keeps going in and out of the city, right? They have few meetings, they come in for 2-3 days, stay in these apartments and then go back to their original city. You lease out these apartments and then give it out to other people. But imagine the kind of rules, regulations that are required, the permissions that you would need to function these service apartments, right? It's too complicated. There's too much of risk involved of any society which could just take objection and say that no, I don't want to allow such kind of offering via our society premises, right? So there were too many complications and I thought this is not the right direction to start this journey. Then I kept on researching and found videos which talked about how you can lease out holiday homes and then start your short-term rental business, right? So I kept on researching. I used a lot of different portals, different ways to find these properties, and eventually cracked a way to start this business. Right? I talked about different ways of how you can start working on these holiday homes and start earning rental income. Right? In my past videos, I've covered the different ways of how you can take up these properties either on lease or on commission model or on revenue sharing model and start your short-term rental business. Right? So that's going back to how all of this started in my journey. So it started with a very naive idea when I had gone for a trip where I really didn't know that this is going to turn out to be my eventual business. From that very idea that, oh, this is a brilliant concept, if I had a property like this, I could just rent it out to travelers, to actually spending a lot of time and effort in researching about how this can be done without any investment, and then approaching people who offer such properties on these, and then to starting the business. That's the entire journey that I have covered over the last 18 months, and a lot of research that went behind before those 18 months. Right? So there are few things that also needs to be understood, that finding a property to lease and then starting a business is the easier part of it, right? To turning it profitable is the most important thing. My main funda of doing a business, jab dhanda karte ho, it should be profitable, right? If you're doing a business, it has to be profitable. If you're not making money from your business, at least 3-6 months into your business, if you're not making enough money, it's time to re-strategize, rethink. But all this gyan that they give you in your MBA or any management studies to get funding and keep on growing your business in losses and do VC funding, all that is absolute bullshit. I still believe in the old ways of running business like my father or our ancestors used to do. Right? Business is very simple. You need to make profit. You have to sell something to your audience, keeping your margin in between. If you're not keeping that margin and you're not able to generate profit in your business, it's not worth doing it. Funding, VC, all that is absolute crap. That is just theoretical. It is not practical at all, and it is not going to get you anywhere. If you want to be successful business person, you have to always ensure that your strategy is towards making money in the end, right? That's the most important thing, which I always focused on from the very go, right, when I started my business. So now in the next video we'll cover the aspects of how I actually found these properties that I'm talking about, which are part of my portfolio, what kind of portals I used to find these properties, how did I do the negotiation part, what do you need to consider before you finalize these properties, right? As I said, in the end, you want to make profit from the business. You just don't want to start the business and keep on either making losses or just being breaking even. So you need to understand what kind of properties you need to select. You need to match it with the target audience that you will have, and ensure in the end you are taking some money home at the end of the day or month, right? So in the next video I'll cover points about how you can select these properties, which portals you need to use, what all aspects you need to consider before you finalize these properties, and then in the later videos we'll cover about how you can market these properties, right? So hope you found this video helpful. I'll see you in the next video, and we'll cover all the important topics that I just mentioned. Take care, guys. Bye bye.